Naira, if you give her money at the moment now and then they go to church and it's a constant problem.
It's because they brainwashed her. You need to understand. It's a psychological thing. No blame your mama, Churchill. Honestly.
And you know the funny thing, when my dad, because
they go tell people like your mama, your poor mama, not poor in poor, but in quotes.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. She go give her last penny, the last money for your papa estate, because she believes that she dey give God.
The moment of truth brought you today, the inside of Ayo Oritsejafor's church, his wife, their attitude, how they are making money, lying to the whole people, to be giving them all their life savings money. Welcome to the moment of truth.
That's what they do. They will, for example, now there was one time so sometimes because we don't go to the church, it's only my mom that goes. So Pastor came to the church and then he said, God said that he's here for people that will give 5 million naira. Hey. He's not here for 5,000, no. He's here for 5 million naira only.
Jesus.
Between me and God, this man ended up at 500 naira.
From 5 million to 500
I'm
naira.
Telling you, they will tell you that come, this blessing, don't miss it. If you miss it, that's what they will tell you in this part. I can't go, you cannot pay me.
Please watch this video to the end as we learn a lot. You will save yourself from allow these pastors making you. That's why you will never see Ayo Oritsejafor condemn what Suleiman is doing or other pastors are doing, because they are all in it together. They group together to destroy Christianity.
Good evening, everyone. My mom actually goes to this church and still goes to this church. You can't pay me $1 million to go to this church again. And it didn't start now because you can't pay me $1 million to go to this church because I'm not even talking about their divorce or whatever it is that's going on, because clearly something is going on and this woman just came this evening to come and patch. So it will look as if something is not going on. And then somebody called yesterday and said it has something to do with 150 million naira that she went to go and use to do what's it called?
Title to collect title in America.
To collect title. Even if she did, funny enough, I support her. Funny enough, because this woman started with this man when this man did not have anything. The church was a warehouse.
But she's not the one that started the church with him now. Why are you saying it's a warehouse?
No. What I'm trying to say is that given how far they have come, like the both of them, I think she's also entitled to some things as a woman, because as a woman you cannot suffer with your husband and then get to a certain point and then they push you away, because she was pushed out. There are a lot of you will hear story from here, story from here, story from here. There are a lot of stories about what is going on, and all of them they correlate. That she has boyfriend, it correlates. That she bullies people, it correlates. That she abused the husband, it correlates. But my own issue is that it's not right for the woman to be pushed away, that aside. But the church is a money church. I can tell you that one for free.
Yeah.
It is a money church where you go and then the next thing they don't call, you don't call your phone number, bring so and so amount. It's a problem that the reason why I'm speaking like this, my name is out there, people might know who I am in worry, and say, your son went to speak. Yes, I spoke because it is a problem. Okay. All they do in that church is collect money. That's all they do. Anointing today, anointing tomorrow, olive oil today, It's a church. I started going to. I'm currently, how old am I now? I'm over 30. I started going to that church when I was like 11.
How old you are, Churchy? Don't make me laugh. You say, how old am I now?
I started going to that church when I was 11 or thereabouts.
You grew up in the church?
Yes, now. When I was younger, my father used to have a problem with my mother because of today they don't sow seeds, tomorrow they don't sow seeds.
Commitment to the church was too much.
So seeds that they sow for church. But I think what is currently going on is that this woman has been pushed away. which is I don't think is right personally, because
okay, I agree with you. Of course, I will agree with you on that. But we are talking about, let address this statement now that she made, that they are not divorced.
No, she's in the UK. She has been in the UK for over 6 months or thereabouts. Everything that they've said, most of the things that they've said is actually true. Most, but she didn't come into the church like, as she wasn't a member of the church. She was a member of Redeem.
Yes.
And then there was a link up between Pastor Adeboye, and then that's when he married her.
Right.
But the whole money accusations, the cheating accusations that she brought thugs to the church, all of those ones, they are all true. Because these are things that I've heard from. I don't go to, you can't pay me. The only time I'll go to that church is maybe my mother is doing Thanksgiving. Highest.
And your mom is still in the church with all this.
I said they go church tomorrow. They get program
to convince
week.
her to leave.
They have a program this week that is starting on Monday. They always have program. You can't convince my. It's as if. And then another thing is that my mom is she's advanced in age, so I look at it that older people can't leave churches like that. That they are founding members of the church.
Yeah.
To go somewhere else. That's another thing. But most of the accusations concerning money and all of that, I will tell you for free, it's true. I remember when I was doing my investigation, and then I called my younger brother and I said, have you heard? The church don't break up. My brother said, what happened? They don't share the money equal. that was exactly what my brother said. He said they don't share the money equally. And then also the man's sister is also involved, from what I understand. If you don't like Mona Shana mark more for the church, but I will say it. That's Yupu's business. The man's sister is also involved. The man's sister has been allegedly married like 5 times or thereabouts. So she was giving the woman hits.
That's Pastor Ayo's sister.
Yes.
Hey, Lobaton.
She was giving the woman hits. They said they borrowed money or something. Somebody borrowed money from their bank, and when it was time to pay, the person did not want to pay. And then the person called the sister, and the sister said, please sit down there. Now my brother bank.
So there are 2 queens in the castle.
That one too is there. She has not been in touch. As this thing happen live, and they wait. I said they go to come out this woman chair for this church.
They said they don't come out the chair now. What would they hear now? We don't see the chair now during the Thanksgiving.
I was watching live, as in I was looking at this thing as it was going on. I told my sister, I said, after this Jubilee program, they will remove this woman's chair from the church. And that was exactly what they did. Instead of them the problem with this pastor, instead of them to come out, the problem is that program since on what's it called? On Instagram every morning. Yes. So the programs that she used to have in the church, that's what she's trying to replicate. Because they have this, let me not use foul words because this is YouTube. They have this program that they hold every Monday morning. And I'm like, why are you holding a program every Monday morning when people have to go to work?
Yeah.
So that's what she is trying to replicate in the UK. So she is trying to. There was one time when I said my cousin said, "Don't try it." When she was saying something concern on her Instagram that, God has called her to build an army. And in my mind, I said, "You not get army for worry. What you do the army when you get for worry?"
Oh my God, Chochi, you bad though. You say when I don't get army for worry? Now another army, you know they get different regiments. You never hear of regiments before. Say person go get one, you go get another one. Show.
They want you there now. Branch, they try way. And then there's also this speculation about. Let me also say something. When this man, I'm not going to go into the children because they are young. Because let me just leave that at that.
When we did talk about it before. They said there was IVF or surrogacy or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
That's why I said I'm not going to talk about them, because I was in the church when those I remember there's something about me that there are some specific statements. So when people start saying something, I'm like, it does not add up. That was not what happened. But let me not say anything concerning that. I'm going to say something before I round up, because you said you were going to close. Something happened when she knows that the Baba needs to, so she needs to push everybody away, so that when the main church, when it don't go to glory, the main church is our own church.
All this wahala too much for man wey be 70 years. Make I don't talk my own now. This Baba na 70-year-old, and this is too much drama for 70-year-old. I beg. Cut to glory. I beg. When I leave Baba
Naira, if you give her money at the moment now, and then they go to church, and it's a constant problem.
It's because they brainwashed her. You need to understand. It's a psychological thing. No blame your mama, Churchill. Honestly.
Thank you very much for watching. I see you in my next video. Bye for now.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.